in 1258, the Mongols sacked Baghdad. They killed everybody, they destroyed everything. Well, no, they couldn't kill everybody because usually they were drunk most of the time. If you want peace, you need justice. And for justice, you need the truth. The Prophet is said to have welcomed a group of Christian Arabs in his mosque for 3 days. He even prepared the food for them. They have Mitteltier. And at the end of the 3 days, he invited them to Islam. They had previously started praying to Jesus in the mosque, and the companions were upset, but the Prophet said to them, let them. When they refused Islam, they paid the jizya and they could go free. Now, the second caliph of the Prophet, Omar, and this is, I will quote Ben Hamza on page 52. Yes, it says that Omar, the second caliph of the Prophet, was touring the city of Medina. Usually he did it by night. He saw an old blind beggar. So he went to him and tapped his shoulder and asked him, which community do you belong to? Because if you remember, we said that Medina, the Islamic State of the Prophet, was divided into 3 communities: the Jews, the Muslims, and the pagans. The man said he was a Jew. So Omar said, so what happened to you? Why are you doing this? He said, al-jizya, taxation, poverty, and old age. Omar took his hand and led him to his own house and gave him something. And then he sent for the Baytul Mal, the house of wealth of the Muslims, and ordered them to solve this man's problems and the likes of him. And he says, by God, you haven't been fair to this man. Right, so he would no longer pay the tax by opposition. On the contrary, he will receive a grant. Now moving to the 4th and last caliph of the Prophet, Ali, something strange happened to him. One time he lost his shield and then found it with a Jew who was selling it in the market. Ali said, this is my shield. And the Jew said, no, it's my shield. So they both went to the judge. Amazing. The Arab king going to the judge. Why not just put the Jew in the prison and take your own shield? No. He goes with the Jew to face the judge. The judge asked Ali, can you prove that this is your shield? And he said, my sons are witness. The judge said, your sons are no witness. Amazing. So even the Arab king could not bend the law. And the shield was kept by the Jew. But the Jew at the leaving the court, starting reflecting, thinking, he said, wow, if this is justice, then I am a Muslim. And in some would say that when Ali saw that this Jew has become a Muslim, he said, you can keep it as a present. Genuine Islam, as Irish Bernard Shaw would put it. Now, you know about the great warrior of Islam, Saladin, the one who faced the great kings of Europe, like Richard Lionheart. But it is said that in the heat of the battles, he heard about a leper king. He sent him his own doctor. Amazing. And then Richard Lionheart, the one who killed many Muslims in Jerusalem, fell off his horse. So Saladin sent him a horse, he sent him fruits, and he sent him cold water. Amazing. Compare with now.